How's it going, everybody? Taco Zombie here. I am your host for Let's Talk About It. Here with me always, my waifu, my co-host, Brenda. How you doing?
Hey guys. So this week we have a special guest. His name is Joe, my dad, my Faja. You want to say that?
Hello, everyone. Joe Papa on the mic tonight.
Joe Papa.
Yeah, Joe Papa.
I'm gonna start.
Joe is my name.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Jojo. You're just gonna remind me of like JoJo's Bizarre
He changes
Adventure.
his name all the time. He goes from
I'm gonna go
Jose to Joe to Joseph.
To everything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call you JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
It's actually birth.
Just JoJo.
On birth certificate is Joe. Joe.
All right, so today's episode we're gonna be talking about conspiracies and conspiracy theories.
Right.
So let's talk about it. The first one I actually want to talk about is evolution. That's probably like one of the biggest like conspiracy like people had about like evolution, like how we're like people say that we've been involved by like monkeys and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like what do you think? What do you think about that, Brenda?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's fake. I don't think we come from monkeys because monkeys, when they grow, they look the same, and as we grow, we don't look like monkeys.
Yeah. I mean, I do believe in a type of evolution because, like, I mean, everybody's changing. Everybody's getting smaller. Some of them are getting dumber, especially this generation and shit.
That sure is right.
What do you think about?
Yeah,
You know what? I'm actually going to agree with Andy. I do believe that we do come from some type of species. Mm-hmm. I see it different, but we do come from some type of species.
Yeah, no, definitely though. But like, and especially like right now, like, I mean, there's been like they've been finding like new types of fishes that have just been like evolved from other types of fishes and stuff like that. Like, and like we haven't found like every single animal that's on the planet yet because it's not really possible yet. I guess I don't know because like especially in the water, like that thing goes deep. We haven't even found a way to get that deep in there, and really.
Scientists believe only 20% has been explored.
Yeah.
There's still that 80%. I mean, what's really in there?
Yeah, like we really don't know exactly. Like there could be more like answers about evolution in there, and we wouldn't even know about. Like maybe we would talk about like year one, like seriously in the bottom of the ocean. We'll probably like have these like other like things that we can find, like more researches and stuff like that.
You know, I was reading this article in a magazine. I can't remember what magazine it was. It was a couple years ago. It was about the rainforest. I mean, there was literally a picture someone took of a bird that had dinosaur features. I mean, it was pretty cool.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah. No,
Just
yeah, I've seen that.
imagine.
Yeah.
Then that's what they're saying too. Like they're saying that like apparently like a T-Rex had feathers and it's been like evolved by and it like T-Rexes are like evolution races to chickens or something like that. Like I guess dinosaurs are related to chickens. Like that's their ancestors or something like that.
I thought it was a crocodile.
That's what
the
I would think.
closest
That's what I would
thing,
think
yeah.
too. But I guess they were more like chickens. I guess because apparently they had feathers and stuff like that. I was reading like this article about it, and like scientists were saying that. And like I was just thinking, like, can you imagine like now that they like made that Jurassic Park movie and they made him look like a lizard and stuff, and it wasn't even a lizard the first time. It could have been a fucking giant ass chicken or something. That would have been awesome.
But yeah, evolution. I mean, there's different theories out there. I remember my parents; they didn't believe in that. You know, they were very Catholic, and that was a major no-no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Like, cause I grew up Catholic as well, and like, they showed me like stuff that was like not right. Like in the evolution stuff, like they didn't believe in that kind of stuff either. Like they told me, but then like, I'm always like curious about certain things because I always watched Bill Nye when I was younger too, and he was talking about evolution. I remember the episode that he made about evolution, and he was talking about like supposedly like we were coming from like apes and stuff like that, and like that's what made me question. And like I'll bring it up, and they're like, "No, no, that's not real. That's all fake. That's all devil worship stuff." And I was like, "But how? What? That doesn't make any sense."
It didn't. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I was always curious about that stuff. Like no one ever did, like had any answers about it, and like I've been wanting to like more answers, and it's hard. No one like knows the answers to these stuff.
Have we really explored everything? No, we haven't.
Honestly, no, we haven't. Like
Well,
supposedly,
from us as humans, you never know about the government.
like supposedly, like Bigfoot too. Like that's a conspiracy right there. Like he, like supposedly there's been witnesses and stuff like that. But honestly, like what if it's just like a big ass ape or something? Like it's just a different evolution of like an ape, and it just
Like a
evolves into
Sasquatch.
like a big ass fucking
Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, that's what I think it could. I mean, it could be possible. Anything can be possible, but maybe it's only like you know how like albino is like very rare. Maybe that's like a disease that's like very rare for like,
Albino?
Yeah,
It is a disease.
it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it's like a rare disease that they have, and that's what Bigfoots are?
Oh, you mean like the monkey?
Yeah, that's what I've always thought about that stuff. Like, it could have been like the evolution of
Like
the
a
monkey.
Yeti.
Yeah, yeah. See,
That's
like,
a good theory.
yeah, I've always thought about that, and like I was like, you know what? And also, I smoked a lot of weed, so I'm always thinking.
Thinking is good. Very
Yeah,
good.
no, definitely. I'm always thinking.
You have to explore your mind.
All right, so the next theory I want to talk about is Illuminati and the Freemasons. Joe, what do you think about that?
I believe it exists. I really do. There's an elite out there.
No, I definitely
And people
believe-
have exposed them, so.
Yeah. And then now, like, nowadays, it's more like a joke now instead of it being taken seriously how it is now. Because now everybody's
Not really
like,
a joke. It's popularity. Like, people want to
yeah,
actually
actually,
join
they
it.
want to start joining that stuff. But that's not how it started out. It started off as just like a secret club and just like
Of
trying
the
to find a
elite.
way to like secretly control people and manipulate people and shit. That's what I think it is. I'm not too sure. Like when I was younger, I was like 16. I like Googled the Illuminati because someone was talking about it. So I was like, all right, let's see what that is. And like I was just reading about like all these like theories about like Illuminati and stuff. And then like I was like reading like every time someone like Googles Illuminati, they've already keeping track on you and shit like that. So I started getting all paranoid and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you know,
I thought they were tracking me and shit.
there is that elite. I mean, people are being manipulated on a daily basis, especially kids nowadays. I mean, you look at children on the street with their parents; they're 6 months old, and they're watching an electric device that the mom
Fucking
puts on the
cocoa
stroller.
melon, man.
Yeah.
It's that fucking cocoa melon. That shit is like hypnotic. Have you ever actually watched that shit? Like
No.
No.
like the cocoa melons? I remember when we were watching my brother's daughter, and then we just put on cocoa melon, and I was just watching it. You just get like stuck, and you're just watching it. It's really weird. It's like really like hypnotic. It's crazy.
Just like
It's
those,
like really catchy. Like it's
yeah,
weird.
you know, my brother-in-law showed me a video on YouTube not too long ago, a couple months ago, and it was old commercials, old shows on PBS, and it was trippy. I started watching it, and it was like literally like 45 minutes long, and
Yeah.
by the time I was finished watching it, I was like, "What the hell just happened?" I was just a different person, and it was kind of weird.
Nah, I believe it. Like, especially like, cause like, especially with the Illuminati, like I feel like they can control like a lot of the media, a lot of movie industries. Like I always like find it weird. Like you know when you're watching a movie and someone's like drinking a soda can and they're facing it like purposely so that it shows where their logos are at. Like
Oh,
for
like on
every
the
like
commercials?
like super top branding shit like that. Like I feel like it's really unnecessary, but
That's engineering.
And-
That's
and-
actually, there's people that analyze people. And, you know, the dumber people get, the easier it is for them to control them.
yeah, that's
you
true.
know, they watch, they literally, they analyze all this. I mean, they experiment. They know exactly what people are watching.
Yeah, no, that's true. And then like especially now like on Facebook, like I feel like they're like in lines with the Illuminati. I'm not gonna lie, cause like honestly, like you'll be on Facebook and you'll just be talking about like something fucking like random.
And it pops up.
Yeah, and like ads will be popping up
Yeah.
about that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Have
Like,
you ever experienced that?
yeah, like
Yes.
Like you're on the app and you're talking.
Like you could be talking about like, I don't know, like a coffee or something.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden ads start showing up.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
I was watching this video like a while ago. I don't remember who uploaded that video, but he was like trying to say that like the mics are always listening.
Always.
They're always listening, no matter what. And like all these apps are just like allowing all these mics. Like you're pretty much, because you know how like sometimes when you take photos, it tells you to allow your camera and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's not just the mics, it's the cameras.
Yeah, it's cameras, mics, everything. Like they have control of like your phones and everything, and that's how they keep track of you. It's just Illuminati, man.
Apps off.
It's crazy stuff. Like that stuff can get like really deep, and then like that's where I start like researching shit, and then like when I start talking about it, and that's when I start getting really paranoid because I feel like, oh shit, now they're fucking after me.
Well, they're always watching.
They're fucking after me now.
You know, I mean, I use a work tablet. I mean, I'm gonna say at least 12 hours out of the day, and I make sure my mic is covered up, my actual camera. You never know.
Yeah,
I mean, it does happen.
Because you know me, man. Like I always have my VPN on. I always have like
location services.
Everything is like on my phones and everything. I make sure everything's on because like I'm one of those people like it. Especially nowadays, it makes it so much easier for anybody to just go onto anybody's phone. It's so easy.
It's
now.
so easy. It's
They
very easy.
make apps for you to do that now. Like it's really just that simple now.
You know, find a friend, even though you don't know the person, but you have their phone number and then your contacts. You download the application and you know exactly where they're at if they have their
like
location
what happened
services.
the other day? I was accidentally pushing my power button, and it sent Andy a message because I have Andy listed as my husband on my phone, and it sent him a message. And my location. It sent him a picture, a recording, a message, and my location.
And I got kind of worried. I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what the fuck?" Because all it said is SOS, and it just showed like a video, and I was
didn't even know I had
"What the fuck is? What is this? Like, what is going on?"
So 2 weeks ago, my boss was up here, and you know, it's a big area. I actually run generally like 35-mile radius. So I have a lot of competition up here, and I have couple numbers of the competition, and even people I work with. So, you know, I was telling my boss, I says, hey, you need to tell this person to stay off my area. You know, this is my zone. And he's like, how do you know that? So I pull my phone out. I had him on Find a Friend. I go, this is where he was at yesterday. He's like, you're tracking him? I go, you have to know what the competition's doing.
Yeah, that's true.
He went and called him and told him I had him on. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, well, step out of my territory.
It's my zone right here. You're in my hood.
Like Justin from Prem, he had the tape over his camera on his phone.
I feel like a lot of people do that nowadays because, like, especially now, like, cameras are now putting, like, little things where you could just, like, slide it down and, like, hide your cameras and stuff now. Because, like...
you mean like how the computer has?
Yeah, like how our computer, like, we just push it down and the camera hides. Like, especially nowadays, like, people are trying to buy more stuff like that. But now I feel like that's just like, advertising shit now. Like, they're going to make you want to buy that shit now because, like, oh, yeah, I feel more secure now because I can cover my camera. But, like, the mic's still on. Mm-hmm. And, like, you can still get a lot of, like, things out of your mics.
Now, do you see how we've evolved since you guys were kids and nowadays technology?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Do you actually think that we actually have that brightness or that mind where we can really figure all that out? Or do you think we had help from aliens like Area 51?
There's been, like, theories like that, too. Like, another conspiracy theories about, like, aliens and shit like that, where, like, they were helping out people from, like, the Egyptians. Like, Egyptians were, like, the first ones to have, like, technology shit or something like that.
How did they build the pyramids?
Yeah, and like...
Well, you know, Paul was just talking about that because I was asking him about conspiracies, and he was talking about that pyramid, the Great Pyramid in Egypt. How people say that it has like a whole bunch of mummy tombs and whatnot, but I guess there's a theory that it's more of a like electricity base or something.
Correct,
like that.
correct.
Yeah,
I was watching the show the other day. Yes, very true. I mean, why is it shaped that way?
Yeah, out of all the shapes, they could have made.
It's
they
stone.
made it into a pyramid. And
Do you know
it's
what
stone.
stone consists of? There's all kinds of materials. There's different types of actual metals and rocks. Stone.
No, definitely. There's
So what
different.
is it letting out that electricity?
That energy, it has to. It's just, I mean, it's common sense. It's common sense.
Yeah. Okay. No, definitely though. But like, and it's crazy. Like how they didn't have that much like resource to make it into a pyramid, and it's pretty much fucking perfect.
It's
Like-
perfect. Dimensions.
It's fucking crazy. Like they didn't have that technology that we have now. They had fucking sticks and rocks, man. Like how the fuck did they do that shit? Like that is fucking crazy, honestly.
I mean, honestly, I think they had help by aliens. I mean,
Honestly,
if you
probably.
look at a lot of the paintings they found in these pyramids, there's alien shapes, there's
Yeah.
aircraft. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, look at a sombrero.
Well, I believe
That's a UFO
aliens-
looking like thing.
yes,
The
correct.
what?
Yeah, a sombrero. It's inspired by a UFO.
What?
If you look at the Mayans,
Yeah, because of
if
the
you look at a
Mayans
lot of
and
the
shit. Yeah,
paintings
like
they
the
had,
Mayans and stuff. They had,
everything they drew on rocks, it's pretty
Really?
crazy. Oh,
it's,
That's
yeah,
okay.
and it was supposed to block off the sun as well, I guess.
Oh my
No, but no, definitely no. I do believe that there's aliens because I feel like how are we the only planet that has a life form? Like there's fucking billions and billions of fucking like planets and like universes and galaxies and
we
shit
don't know
like
what's
that.
out there. We
Like,
don't.
like there's got to be other life forms. They might be not be as smart to like learn how to go into space yet, but there's got to be other ones that know like their fucking technology is like
Well, I feel like they're
Way
living with
advanced.
us now. They're just in our form.
like
Like spies.
disguise.
Yeah.
Like what do you think they would look like how aliens would look like green skin, big
I don't think
eyes?
so.
Like I feel like why
Well, I mean, that image had to come from somewhere.
yeah, that's true, but like yeah, you're right. But then again, there's different types of like animals. What if like other planets, like other animals, are like the main dominant species of the planet?
So I believe it was 2012. There was an aircraft that crashed in Barstow, California. And there's YouTube videos. You know, you can find it online.
Wait, where in Barstow?
In downtown Barstow, there was a lot of people that witnessed it.
Where's downtown Barstow at?
Like Main Street area.
Because we were coming over here from Vegas when we were visiting one night, but we came late at night. Remember, Andy, when I like tripped out because I
Oh, was it that blue light that you
Yes.
saw? Yeah, okay,
I
yeah.
swear.
She like freaked out.
I was so scared. I was
She
like,
freaked
"What
out.
the heck was that?"
And there's
it was
nothing out
on
there.
the ground, like on the ground in the dirt in the middle of nowhere, like a little bit before Main Street.
But do you know where that's at right now? It's probably in Area 51 right now.
There's a lot of stuff in Area 51.
I know, but like I feel like Area 51 isn't like the main part. I feel like Area 51 is just a distraction for the people that think like, yeah, it's right here, but it's actually in a different spot or something. Because like everybody knows about Area 51 already. Everybody talks about it. Like fucking, we tried raiding Area 51 at one point.
That was cool.
You know,
Yeah, even though there was only like 100 people.
I had a friend. He was a master sergeant for the Air Force. He retired. He passed now. But anyways, he told me stories. You know, he was actually he was Special Security Forces, which is kind of like military police. But you know, he actually guarded some of these bases, and
That's crazy.
he didn't tell me everything
I
exactly.
bet.
But you know, I asked him, I
Pretty
was
sure
like, "What do you
wouldn't,
think?"
you wouldn't be alive, man.
Exactly. He's like, well, I can tell you this. I believe there's things out there. We don't know everything. Because I've seen things come and go very quickly. Under 24 hours, they had facilities completely cleaned out.
Damn, that's crazy. Though.
But where
Yeah.
did they take everything?
Who knows? But, you know, I think if
And why are they hiding it from us?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, why? Like, I think that's the whole control thing.
Like, what are
Like-
they protecting? Or,
Well, look at the I mean, even if there was aliens that crashed or came into our planet back in the 20s and 30s,
what if
especially
the
in
government
50s,
are aliens
And they're the ones
and
that
they're
are actually
protecting themselves?
and they're the ones that created us and are controlling us.
And they're protecting themselves. That's why they hide all this.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about that? Like,
maybe they're controlling Biden's mind. That's why he acts the way he acts. He forgets.
no,
He's a little slow.
No, he's just a little slow. That's it. That's just how he is. but that's definitely like another like conspiracy right there. That's actually a good one. Like, I never really thought about it. Like, what if they're the ones that are like actually the ones controlling us, and they're just watching us as like fucking pets and shit.
In the 50s, there's an actual picture, and no one's been able to prove it whether it was fake or not, but there was saucers around our Capitol, the White House. I mean, you can literally Google it and find it.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of conspiracies.
Yeah, no, and then, like at the special, like that fucking picture that they had, the one that they had in L.A., where they had like a bunch of like weapons drawn on this like UFO, and they even made a movie about it. I forgot.
Really?
What it was. Yeah, it was about like
didn't hear about
the
that one.
aliens in L.A.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah, and like it was all based off of that photo. Remember?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah, it's
No, it's not this one.
The picture?
Yeah. This one?
no, it's an actual picture.
No, there was one that had an actual. No, those all just.
I'm telling you, there's things out there. I believe that's where computers come from. We had to take in one of their ships, and we had to take it apart.
Yeah, like I also saw that too. Like we've been taking like aliens like technology and stuff like that. Like that's how we got night vision. It's because of their eyes or something like that. Like they took off the lens off their eyes that way they could see at nighttime, and that's how they created like night vision and
Because the
shit like that.
technology that's coming out is
We just gotta like dissect it though. That's like kind of fucked up though. We just kind of kidnap them and just dissect the fuck out of them and just try to figure out like
research and development.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need to sacrifice for science,
Always.
I guess.
It's just. It's,
Oh, it's
it's
this one right
amazing.
here. It's
yeah.
It's that
1952.
one.
Oh yeah.
1952.
Damn, that's crazy.
Well, that's
though.
what I'm saying. Imagine the government are really aliens,
And then that was just them
and they're
checking
just
on
using
them.
us for their entertainment.
And you know, like,
No, that's way too deep.
but you never know. It could happen. Like, how would you know?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
look at that show. What's that show that just came out? Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
In the show, the government are aliens. That's what the last thing that it showed. No,
No, it
Yeah.
showed that guy.
because they start taking off their like masks.
No,
and
no,
stuff.
no, just him.
Was it just him?
Yeah, it was just him because he was an alien, and he was like disguising himself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What if the government is aliens?
Like that though, like
did the
kind of-
Simpsons ever have a
I think
a
they
show?
did.
Yeah, look
yeah,
at
the
The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Yeah, this Simpsons has so many freaking like
so
conspiracy.
many, and they
It's
they
crazy.
actually come true.
Dude, I know that's the thing. That's like it's fucking crazy. Like the one that they made about the election or something. Like
Oh, that
Yeah.
was insane.
I was like, fuck, man.
So many of them. So many of them.
Yeah,
It's crazy though.
and
like,
they predicted COVID,
Oh yeah.
and then the Japanese Hornets.
Oh yeah. The Japanese hornet,
See,
the killer hornets.
But check this out. See, but now we're going back to those elite the movies. I mean, the companies, the movie companies. What if they're really controlling us and they want us to see all this?
and then it's pretty much just
And
like
they're just
brainwashed.
preparing exactly. They're preparing the minds
with the
But-
movies.
Preparing them for what?
so we don't overreact. So we're kind of settled in. I mean, we watched it in The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, was it really panicky when they started telling us to wear all these masks because of COVID? Or it was just like, maybe we should do it. Just imagine if it would have happened, back in the...
I
In
think
the
it started
late
getting people
90s.
started panicking once the media like made it seem like it was bad, like worse.
They
than
made
what
it worse.
Actually,
Yeah, because at that time it wasn't like super bad yet, and it wasn't like I mean, I know that for some people it does like get pretty bad for them.
They get panicked. Yeah,
Yeah.
they panic and they think the world's gonna end.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I had COVID and I was fine. Like, I worked normally.
But did you really have COVID, or they just
yeah, but
told
that's
you
the
you had
thing too.
COVID?
Yeah, like what if I was just regularly sick and they just like saying
Have you ever had the flu?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
That's what I was telling him when I got sick. It just felt like the flu.
yeah,
But all these other people were making it seem like they were like on their deathbed and stuff. And
I've had the flu a couple times in my lifetime, and every single time I lost my taste. Mm-hmm. I lost my smell. I didn't want to eat. I had the runs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all the symptoms.
It's exactly like
literally all the symptoms were. And this we're talking 20, 25 years ago.
yeah.
It's like,
but
you
my
know,
when I got sick, my symptoms were way worse than Andy's, and my test came out negative, and Andy's came out positive.
Yeah, and
See?
the only thing I had is I couldn't taste anything. Like for the first couple of days, like first 3 days, I was sick for a little bit, but then like after that, I felt normal. I just couldn't taste nothing. That was the only thing.
It's because you're a Democrat.
What?
Just kidding.
are you really, Andy?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm not. What the fuck?
See, there we go. The Democrats, they're very brilliant. They really know how to manipulate
They
the
do.
minority.
Yeah,
They really do.
That's true.
They engage them and then they backstab them once they're in office.
That's how they get you.
Exactly. That's brilliant.
That's what we were gonna bring up with 9/11. How about that? Let's talk about 9/11. Like conspiracy about 9/11 and how it's supposedly an inside job. What do you think it was?
Yeah.
Brenda, what do you
You know,
think?
Yeah.
I honestly, coming from an engineer point, I honestly think that there was other things involved. I mean, those two jets, even if the fuel got so hot, I mean, the way those buildings came down,
No, like
I just don't see it happening.
no, the main thing is like I always thought about like okay, I can understand that part that it hit and like that top part from it falling off, but not the whole thing just collapsing
The way,
straight down.
exactly the way it collapsed.
Like that doesn't make any sense. How is it gonna go straight down?
You know,
Like that's so
But
weird.
there was also people that did interviews that said they never even seen a plane or planes.
Oh really?
Yeah, they said they were saying that they just heard explosions, but they never heard like the engine of the planes or seen any planes.
no,
That's
the
weird.
planes did hit, but just the area where they hit. I mean, it's just like, okay,
Yeah, that was for
even if the jet fuel got so hot and it started to melt the I beams. I mean, for it to collapse the way it did.
yeah, no, I hate it. Like
And
that doesn't make any sense.
And you know the way. How many times did they try to bomb the World Trade Center? It wasn't the first time, and
Yeah.
literally I think it was a few years before that they bombed it and nothing happened. I mean, there was minor damage to the building,
Yeah,
but it's
Wait,
just
but why are they picking? Why were they picking on the World Trade Center?
I really
because it's like a trademark, like of pretty much America. Like if you think about America, some people think about New York because it's like a big
well,
populated.
yeah,
area. And you
exactly.
think about like the Statue of Liberty and like the World Trade Centers and stuff like that, the Twin Towers. Well, that's like
And that's why they hit
because they
the Pentagon.
look at how much
because it's like an attraction. It's like everybody's gonna be talking about it. Everybody's gonna see it.
Yeah, you know
It's
what? There
gonna
are
be-
different
it's-
theories.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like known all around the world because of what happened.
And what did that start? A war.
And yeah,
War is a money machine. We make a lot of money when there's
and that
war.
I was watching this. I don't know if you ever seen this movie called Loose Change. It talks about like the 9/11 and like how why it happened and how like the reason why they did it and how it was an inside job is because like there's like multiple theories of why they did it. Like because they were saying like isn't it kind of odd that they bought insurance for a bomb attack or a terrorist attack like 3 months before it happened?
What?
Yeah.
Oh right, didn't like
Yeah.
what's his name? Bush signed that bill or something like that?
Yeah, for a terrorist attack.
Yeah. I remember that.
like 3 months before it even happened. Like, why would they purchase a terrorist attack insurance like 3 months before that happened? All of a sudden,
Who
a
carried the
terrorist attack
insurance?
happens. Dude, I don't know, man. That's out of my league right there, man. Like, how am I supposed to know that shit?
It's
That's where my
just,
dumb point goes on.
You know, it just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anything
see, that,
is possible.
Yeah, like, and who's like controlling all that? Like,
Just like the plane, one of the planes, the ones where they believe that the passengers attacked the terrorists. I mean, how we cannot be so sure that our jets brought it down?
yeah, and then they were saying like, okay, you know how they recover like supposedly one of the terrorist passport? How? How did the passport survive, but not everything else? And everything else got evaporated by the jet fuel, but the passport survived.
Oh, in the building?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that doesn't make any sense. How the fuck does that happen? Like,
And
it doesn't make any
and
sense.
supposedly that area was the hottest because of the jet fuel. Everything around there just disintegrated.
Yeah. So if you guys ever need to go into a fire, just put passports all over yourself.
So you don't burn.
So you don't burn.
It's just so much information out there. Just
Yeah, but there's so many conspiracies. Like, I don't even know we can fit all these conspiracies in one episode. We might have to make another part for this one.
it's
Honestly.
really good. It's really good.
But like Bermuda Triangle as well. Like, that's another one. Another conspiracy right there. Like, supposedly all these like ships just been disappearing. Like, I don't know what. Like, but there has been like planes and ships that have been recovered from the Bermuda Triangle.
Or planes where they teleport and they're supposed to be the destination in 4 hours, and then they get there in 20 minutes.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh yes.
What the? How?
Have you not?
No,
have
I've
you
never
ever
heard
done any? Have you done any research on the Bermuda Triangle?
I've
I
researched
watched like a documentary.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there was this pilot. I forget which island he was flying from, but he was going to Florida, and it was like a 2.5 hour flight
But from where? Starting.
from an island. I can't recall. I don't recall. But he ended up. I mean, there's an interview out there, and he says it literally 20 minutes, and I was in Florida. He just remembers that the plane started acting up, and he went into a cloud, and before you know it, he was near Florida in 20 minutes. For reals, it's out there.
Yeah, but like, it's crazy because not a lot of people survive it though.
No, not a lot of people do.
Like, yeah, it's just crazy. Like, and then
Well, no people have. I guess apparently just this pilot, but I mean, it's just like the pyramids, magnetic. What if there's something down there that has energy?
like this Earth has like a lot of things that is just there's no answers to. Like,
There's
really
this
isn't.
place in the desert. I believe it's I think it's the state of Chihuahua in Mexico. It's called the La Zona del Silencio, where literally you drive in with the car and your car stops working.
Oh yeah,
You have a radio and the radio
I
stops
heard.
working, and you just feel strange in that area.
Yeah,
I mean, just so many things out there.
no, that is definitely, yeah. That's the place right there. Supposedly there's just so much energy or something.
So much.
And like it just drains whatever like battery life you have on your car sometimes.
You know, energy exists everywhere.
yeah,
Everywhere.
And
Energy
like
is.
that's how like the whole like they use energy supposedly for like paranormal stuff like for ghosts. I guess ghosts like pulls in like, energy and stuff like
Exactly.
that. Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, everything's like right now. I was actually reading an article about like people or scientists are making it to where like you can use stress and turn it into energy. I'm not lying. This is a real thing. I'm not lying.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like people's stress, they can make it and they can turn it into energy.
As in how? What do
Like you can turn
Yes.
on your light bulb with this just
With your
your
energy.
stress energy. And like, can you imagine
It's like
all the
static.
people that are just
It's like
like super
static.
depressed and stressed out and shit? like, fuck, they'll just light up their own house and shit. They don't have to pay a bill again.
Let me ask you something, Andy. Let's say I had more energy than you did.
Yeah.
Do you think I can control you just by looking at you with my energy?
I mean, there is like a lot of like, I feel like there is a way you can do that.
There's energy.
There
Let me tell you
is.
something.
You know, now that you're talking about that, so there's someone at work that they have, I'm telling you, they have the worst energy ever. And there's a light right on top of them that keeps going out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It just goes out?
It just goes out. And it's out
Maybe
right
they're
now.
just...
Are they like miserable?
I mean, that person is miserable.
Wow.
Well,
Hey, anything could happen.
honestly, like, people's bodies are just weird. Like,
You know, I took a public speaking class in college, and it's crazy. Your body, your movement, the way you speak, the way you look at a person, that transmit energy. So it's crazy. It's the way you speak to people, your movement, your hand gestures. You can control people.
No, I believe that because I was actually just talking about that to one of the girls at work today. That I was telling her, we were talking about like bipolar. And I just straight out asked her, I was like, do you think I'm bipolar? And she told me no, but your energy is different sometimes. And I told her, like, the first thing that came to mind was like, yeah, because for me, for some reason, if someone is having a bad day, it affects me. And I start having the same energy as them. Like, they're...
But that doesn't mean you're bipolar.
No, it doesn't mean I'm bipolar. But I'm saying the energy, like... If,
yeah, I know. I believe that, too. Because, like, I feel like
Yes,
the energy
true.
that you give off on people, like, because that's how I am at work, too. Like, every time I go to work, I always try to, like, stay positive. And
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
Like, stay cheerful for everybody else. That way,
But then
like,
if someone is, like, in a bad mood, it puts you in a bad mood.
yeah,
does,
no,
exactly.
no, it definitely, because like there'll be people from like work, like they'll be like in a bad mood and stuff like that, and I'll just try to stay positive. I always, like, you know how I am. I always joke around with them and stuff like that.
I see it at home. Your brother, sometimes when he's in a bad attitude, his dog Juice, if he goes in the room with him, and for a while he's in
He
his
comes
room
out
and he's
barking all mad.
He does all pissed off, and
Seriously?
he's acting. He doesn't want nobody near him. Ask your mother. Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
I was reading that too. Like
Like
animals, like animals that are like close to you and attached to you, like whatever energy you're giving off, the dog energy will give off the same. Like, it's if you're feeling like depressed or something, like the dog's energy will feel the same way. Like, because you guys have like this like physical connection, like this mental connection with each other and stuff.
You know, no matter how bad of a day I'm having, or if I had a bad morning, bad afternoon, every time I go into work, no matter what, I always try to act happy, because it transmits that energy to employees.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
And it does. And I see where
it.
people are miserable, and then there's somebody else sitting next to that one individual, and they become miserable.
Yeah, no,
It's-
definitely,
it's-
and especially like when I'm having like a bad day too. Like I'll try to just stay positive. I'll just talk. Like,
Yeah,
and I'll just
or
try
think
to
of
joke
something
around.
else.
Like I'll try to joke around, like I always am. Like it does like give other people just like, you know,
It gets them in that. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
yeah.
That's kind of.
That's crazy though.
Should live life that way. Just
All right, so let's go on to this next subject right
Yeah,
here. This is something that I really wanted to talk about, and I know Joe, I know you wanted to talk about this conspiracy right here, the JFK killings. What do you think?
Assassination.
Assassinations.
I actually, that had a little bit to do with a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Mafia influence, the Italian mafia, the unions.
But who do you think did it?
Honestly, I think it was executed by the government and the mafia.
So what,
It
they
was a
hired
team
someone
effort.
to do it?
Oh yeah, for sure. A couple of them. It just JFK, before he became president, his dad was in the bootlegging scene. That's where he made his money from.
The what?
Bootlegging, prohibition, where you couldn't buy alcohol. So then the dad had,
Oh yeah.
Have you
Like-
ever done any research on him? So
No.
anyway, from from what I've read and from what I've seen, the mafia helped JFK get elected.
Right.
But the thing was that he was supposed to help them with Cuba, because they had casinos in Cuba. Okay, but the casinos were taken away from them when Castro took over Cuba and became communist. So they were making big money there. So they were, the Kennedys, from what I've heard and I've read, the Kennedys were promised to reopen Cuba again, to try to get Castro out of there. And there's so much theories. I mean, so many good books out there.
Yeah.
So because he wasn't helping them, then that's why they assassinated him?
Because he never followed through, and then Robert Kennedy, the brother, started going after the mafia.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
The one thing I always had, I thought about too, is the bullet wounds that he had when he was in the car, right? It doesn't make any sense because they were driving straight. But how did one go in the front and one in the sides?
Because they had multiple
on the
people.
autopsy, there had to be multiple people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It had to be. And there was a video that I actually saw where someone found a unedited version of the footage of him being shot, and it shows the passenger, what do they call it? Secret Service. He turns around and he shoots him.
Wait, what?
I read about that, but there were so many things the Secret Service did, and local PD. When that happened, they confiscated everything, cameras, anything that caught anything.
Like what they did with 9/11, they confiscated everything, any kind of footage that had in the World Trade Center, the Pentagon. They took all that footage. From the gas stations.
And then nearby. Jack Ruby assassinates one of the shooters while he was being transferred to a jail.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jack Ruby was part of the outfit, the Chicago Italian Mafia. I mean, he was in Texas. He owned strip clubs out there. Why would he do that? They said he was trying to be a hero. No, there's a lot of things behind that.
Yeah.
And then the Kennedys, all the Kennedys, I mean, they've all died in tragic accidents.
No, definitely. That's one thing, man. Because I feel like they probably, because they all knew something.
Either that or they have bad luck.
Yeah, one or the other. but yeah, no, we can just go on with the JFK, honestly.
Oh, yes.
There's just so much details and shit, the stuff that he was just gonna be exposing too. Did you hear about the stuff that he wanted to expose about the certain things that they wanted to do?
All kinds of things. He did. I mean, there was a lot.
He wanted to expose a lot, but he was gonna be, I guess, exposed too much, and they were like, nah, you can't do that, man.
Yeah, they're just, man, I wonder if we're ever gonna know the truth.
Yeah, no. Because, every time we get too close to the truth, they mysteriously just die.
As in who?
As is anybody. Have you ever noticed, for...
We're talking about it. Hope we don't get whacked.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't want to get too into it, because I still want to make another episode, But, you know what?
But everything we're talking is in books or it's
it's all out there. I'm not the only one who's talked about this stuff. It's literally everywhere. You guys can just research it. It's crazy shit.
Question, this is very interesting. JFK, obviously that was way before my time, way before your time.
Yeah.
But look, different generations, and we're still intrigued. We want to know what happened.
No, yeah, that's because there's a lot of people that are intrigued with history and intrigued with just interesting theories and stuff like that.
I don't know.
That's how I am.
They're taking all kinds of history out of our books and schools.
Yeah, they are, but
that's a conspiracy.
Look at the whole Dr. Seuss thing.
Yeah, and I love Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is one of my favorite. If it wasn't for Dr. Seuss, I probably wouldn't even be able to read at all.
I was telling them yesterday about. Did you hear about the Mr. Potato Head?
Oh yeah, when he's gender neutral or some shit like that.
Yeah, there's no more Mr. and Mrs. Potato
man.
Head.
Can you imagine what Mrs. Potato Head is gonna think?
No, even it's not a Mrs. Potato Head anymore.
Really?
Now it's just Potato Heads.
The potato heads?
Yeah, it's not Mr. and Mrs. anymore.
Why though? That's so fucking stupid.
You know what? It just
Why?
People get it offends people.
People get offended with the most stupidest shit. I'll fart in my own house and people will get offended.
You know what offends me? Paying taxes.
I hear you, dude. I fucking hear you, man.
It's like that really offends me. It's
Right.
like I have to work 14, 16 hours a day, and then they take a big chunk.
Yeah. All right. So I want to get into the last theories that we're gonna get into.
No,
which
not really
are-
the last, because I'm sure there's a lot more we didn't go over, but our last one for this episode.
For this episode, at least. But there's gonna be more. Trust me. And would you like to do another one?
For sure, we have to do these interesting ones.
All right, man. But this last one, we're
And
gonna be,
you gotta let me know ahead of time so I can do a lot of research and we can really
Yeah.
get into
and we get
it.
really into it. We did no research at all. I'm just letting you guys know we're just kind of freestyling right now.
Yeah.
But this last one that we're gonna talk
But
about,
it's pretty cool.
yeah, hopefully, yeah, man. The next time we're gonna be more prepared.
Hopefully, we get a lot of hits, a lot of listeners.
I mean, we can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But
we
it's
could
all
go
a
live.
conspiracy, man.
Maybe we could. Maybe you guys could open up like a call-in line. Like, hey, we're gonna be talking about this, and we can film it live, like on Facebook or something.
No, I thought about. I do want to do like.
Yeah, he wants to film, but I don't want to.
I want to do like a live streaming thing
That'll be awesome.
and do it like on Twitch or something.
On what?
On Twitch.
It's a streaming.
Yeah, where you can
platform.
just stream. It's pretty popular.
Okay, I'm
It's
a
like
little-
it's like Facebook Live, but like
Yeah, I gotta.
But
research
it's more
that.
for like
it's more
for younger base, I guess.
because Facebook
More-
Live, it's
not
only
younger
like
base, I would say
your
more.
the people that you're friends with.
How about
But
like
Twitch is like everyone, like every
yeah,
country.
anybody,
Nice.
anybody, yeah, pretty much anybody could just go in and just watch.
And then you guys could get just a separate line, separate phone, just for callers.
We can do that.
Yeah,
Heck
we
yeah!
can do that.
And let's see what they really think.
Yeah, I mean, I can always do that on my Discord. I can always just like host
Oh
somebody
yeah,
on my Discord.
they could like yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but no, we can get into that later.
When we're more
Yeah, well,
No.
we're still starting out.
yeah.
Hey, I started listening and I'm hooked. It's actually it's pretty cool. It is.
No, it's
Wait,
fun.
did you listen to episode 3?
Yes, I did.
The porn one?
No, I didn't do that one.
That was the porn
That'll
one.
hurt my. I thought that was 2.
That was the funniest one ever.
No, but I can. It just how am I gonna listen to my daughter and my son-in-law talk about porn?
But it wasn't like that. Like
No.
no.
No, I only talked about my penis a couple of times.
That's when my wife stopped listening. At that point, she's like, "Nope."
She said I can't
listen
look
to
at
it."
him the same way.
All right, no, but let's get back into this whole conspiracy thing. Let's talk about Tupac and Biggie theories. Like, you remember how there was like this whole theory about like them still being alive? Honestly, I did think about that too. Like, it's
So you
possible.
don't think they are anymore?
No, because they've already released like Tupac's like autopsy and like
Yes,
his
and
photos.
there was pictures.
and
that
there's
were leaked
pictures
out.
and there's pictures. I seen it, and that's how I knew. I was like, no, this guy's dead for sure.
He's dead for sure.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man. Well, R.I.P. man.
Yeah,
He'll live in our memory
That was
forever.
a waste for reals. That
Yeah,
was.
no, it really was. Especially like, oh my god! And if they didn't like fight each other, they would have been making so many good
And
fucking
they were good
music
friends.
together.
They were good friends.
They were. They would have been making so much good music together.
I
like,
just
honestly.
can't. I can't believe he gets. All the gold he carried. He gets Jack in New York, and he blames Biggie.
Wait, like this one?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like anybody will get.
Yeah,
jacked in New
that's
York.
it. Yeah, that's the autopsy right there. We're looking at it. That's
Yeah, see, that's
That doesn't look like him though.
yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
yeah. It kept,
Tattoos are there.
Yeah, but you know how you can edit that in pictures?
No, but those were out way before all this technology.
well, I mean, it was like in the early 2000s.
Interesting.
And Biggie, what about Biggie? Do you think Biggie's still alive?
No,
They're
I believe they're both dead. Like, cause like, Because for a while, I did think that Tupac was alive because he was coming out with fucking music even after his death, and I was just like, how is he making music? But then
There
everyone
was
was like,
a lot of pre-recorded.
yeah, he recorded a lot, I guess.
You know, so did Biggie, and it's not out yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
what about the whole Eazy-E thing with Suge Knight?
Oh, the whole thing, like conspiracy with them too.
That he was the one that killed him.
That
he
the
gave
Suge
him
Knight.
AIDS.
Yeah, the Suge Knight
No,
supposedly gave.
Easy was a hoe. Yeah,
Well, no,
there's-
because didn't Suge Knight in an interview say that he did inject him with AIDS or whatever?
Oh yeah, there was something like that. No. He didn't say that. He said that like.
I swear he said that he said,
So- yeah, it was
or
something
I
like
might
that.
have injected him with AIDS or something like that.
Yeah, and then he would
comment.
just.
Yeah.
He was a media whore too.
Yeah, no.
Is he ever coming out?
I don't know. Wait, is he still alive? Like I really
Yeah,
don't.
he's still
jail.
alive.
He's still in jail.
Yeah, he ran some fool over with his truck.
Yeah.
It's like, my goodness.
Damn. No.
All that money, why would you waste it like that?
Yeah, but I also thought like, do you think someone like actually set up for them to fight each other, like Tupac and Biggie, to set them out to make them fight each
Oh
other?
yeah, it was huge because they started selling records like no tomorrow, man.
Yeah, like I feel like there was just
It was influence.
yeah.
It could have been what was it?
This
PD
all that
Puff
shit could have been
Pumps?
avoided, honestly.
What if it was both record labels?
Yeah, and then like Tupac too, like he was also trying to like expose the Illuminati too. Think about that too.
Yeah.
Like, and like that just goes into like all of them just like.
But why
going-
them and not people like Eminem, for instance? Eminem exposes the Illuminati, but look at him.
Yeah, but
he's still-
nowadays, like that was during
Caucasian.
that was it during the time
'Cause he's white?
Because he's white. Yeah, no. Now you know what?
That's true.
Honestly, that could be.
Are you kidding me? During that time, they'll flip everything upside down to find out who killed him.
No, yeah, definitely no shit.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it just gets crazy though. Like how much like stuff that you could just think about, and like,
Things, yeah, anything.
like anything is possible.
The mind's beautiful.
It really is.
It's just if we get hooked on it, then people think we're crazy.
Sometimes I like to make people think I'm crazy.
Sometimes,
Just to see how they react.
Yeah,
You
I
mean
know.
all the time?
just looking. Yeah, that's how I am all the time.
He did that shit to me all the time. I was like, what? Is he for reals?
Yeah. Like when we first like started like talking and stuff, like I just went on full on just myself. I was just like, I just want to see how he would react to me. Eventually, he liked it.
You know what? It's trippy. It really is. I mean, just to see how people react. You know, I try to talk about this stuff from time to time, and people look at me like, are you fucking crazy? It's like, no, just think about it. Common sense.
No, yeah, definitely though. All right, though. Hey, I really want to thank you for coming on to this show, man. Like,
That's it.
yeah, man.
That was so fast.
I know it feels so.
Because you
quickly.
forget that you're
Yeah.
recording.
It's already been like almost an hour already.
Oh, wait, we're recording?
No, right? Like I thought we were just practicing. Right? We gotta do this all over again.
Yeah.
Wait, the last conspiracy. The glove did not fit.
The glove did not fit.
The
talking-
juice.
The juice?
The juice or which one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson.
You know what? I think karma really paid him back.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Did you guys end up reading that book?
No, well, he did. He did.
He did a lot of time.
He did say that he did it.
Yeah.
Because and when he was in prison, he thought he was gonna die, so he confessed to it. He
Yeah.
wrote a letter and he confessed to it.
but then,
but because the case was already closed, they couldn't
yeah,
do
they
anything
couldn't
about
do
it.
nothing. It was already closed.
He did a lot of time for it.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, that was crazy.
That was a fucking crazy fucking like there was like
That
so
was
much
vicious.
separation
That was
going
vicious.
on around that
Yeah, I
time.
know.
The separation during that time, though, like
The
everybody.
separation
Yeah,
of the races.
yeah, because there's just like people just like saying like if it was like because it's because he's black that you just want to go to jail and stuff like that. It gets crazy though. But I feel like
But I think
No,
at that
you know
time
what?
it wasn't about race.
but I feel like there's
the attorneys he had. Those were attorneys.
yeah.
I mean, that team he had. Oh my God, what money can buy.
Honestly,
You know, he was
buy pretty much anything.
acquitted. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of evidence that was there, but you know, the attorneys did their job, and they made the jury doubt, and there he goes. And then he gets arrested for theft.
Yeah.
Out of everything, though.
But
like,
his own
his own stuff. Yeah.
fucking idiot, man.
And we just, you know what, talking about idiots, like, what's his name, Rodney King. You know, they beat up, this is the guy they beat up, LAPD beat up.
Yeah.
You know, he died like...
Back in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, he died like 10 years ago, but it was just his anniversary. And they just, I mean, all that money he got, and he blew it all in drugs and everything, instead of investing in his future, his kids' future. It's pretty crazy.
Well, what movie was it that we seen that they didn't? They were interviewing him. The media was interviewing him, and he looked like he was.
He was high.
No, he looked like
he was
being,
nervous.
Yeah,
he was
like
really
he was
nervous.
being.
I mean, he could have been high. Maybe they'd say dated him, and then they got him hooked on that shit.
Nah, he was already hooked on that.
No, but he seemed very like
out of it.
not out of it. No,
Scared.
Yeah,
Like he was being forced to say.
threatened, yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the way he was talking though, like it just seemed like he was trying to be more careful with what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
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 Because
you know, at least what happened to him made a small difference. I was watching. They interviewed the daughter. The daughter's in the 30s now, just this week because it was an anniversary. She did like this food drive and stuff, free meals, down in Watts, I believe. You know,
Yeah,
she's a different person than her father was. So there was some change there.
Well, yeah.
Evolution.
Oh my god.
Evolution.
They broke the cycle.
We're going back into the cycle. We're going into a paradox now. It's a conspiracy right there.
Because it could be, huh?
Paradox. Do you know what a paradox is, Brenda? Mm-hmm. A paradox is crazy, though. All right, though. Hey, but seriously, though. Thank you for coming on, though.
Yeah.
We
Thank
definitely
you for
gonna
having me over there.
We want to have you
fun.
again. We want to have
it really
you again.
was fun.
Yeah, you forget that you're recording.
Yeah, and you just get lost.
Yeah, you get
and that's what happens to me all the time. That's why, like, lately the episodes have been getting longer and longer. Is because I just keep on fucking.
But you see, but this is the way. Like, this is what I was tripping on your guys' show on the last episode, is where you guys just went in a different direction, and that was cool because I was engaged.
Yeah.
So obviously it's working.
Yeah,
You know, I was like, oh, this is
that's just how I
this
am.
is different from a pre-practice show. It's like, wow.
I don't practice at
Yeah,
all.
we don't practice.
Well, that's what's good. That's what's cool about it. Is like
We're
this
just
is
freestyling this.
This is what people think.
Well, before we end it, Andy, I did talk to you about this, but we didn't really get into it. So this is our 5th episode. We've been doing this for about a month now.
Yep.
I know we don't have like a lot of listeners yet, but I feel like we should at least do something to the people who are supporting us. So if you guys haven't seen, we did create a new logo.
That's the shit.
Yeah, that logo
That is
looks
the
so
shit.
dope, man. I love that logo. I really
It's
do.
all right. It needs a little bit of work, but
It looks good stuff.
I do want I'm gonna pick randomly. So whoever shares this, I'll be checking whoever is sharing, like on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. What is there? YouTube too? Like
Twitter.
if you
Yeah.
and share on YouTube, whatever. Twitter, yeah. We'll go ahead and send you guys a sweater and a t-shirt.
With the logo?
With the logo.
You guys
the
have
logo.
that now? You guys ordered
We're gonna
some?
create that. Yeah, we're gonna
Creating
create
it.
it.
We're in the process of getting all that stuff.
That logo was good. I woke up in the morning and I was checking my Facebook and it's like posted 7 hours ago. Like shit, we left late. That means she stayed up late.
Yeah, I was tired that day. So tired.
She worked hard on it.
Yeah, because I'm perfectionist, so it had to be like, and it's still
good.
there's
No,
still
No, it's
missing.
good. It is
Really
good.
good.
It is good.
So make sure you guys are sharing this. And we're gonna pick randomly. Another last thing, Shout out to April and Chicho, Natalie, because I know they've been listening since the first episode, and I know they've been sharing like on Facebook and stuff.
Cool.
So I wanted them to hear their names.
Thank you guys.
I'll do that.
Thank
I'll
you.
do that tomorrow.
Really? You really want that sweater, huh?
No, I just, you know what? No, I want people to listen to you guys.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah, we got to
pretty
get
cool.
out there. We got to get out there.
Yeah, I know it's gonna take a while for us to like actually like take off, but
Yeah.
if it doesn't really take off, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for fun because this is fun. Honestly, I really
is
like just
fun.
hanging out, talking to other people.
It's a way to communicate. It's awesome.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
definitely.
if they want to like do an episode with us, for them to message us.
And also like not just like people that we know, we can also have
Anyone,
anybody.
random people.
Yeah. It'd be
Friends
great.
of friends.
And right now, I'm in the process of setting up my Discord, so that way it makes it easier for like
You know what's the
Everybody
most
can talk.
amazing thing of a human?
what?
Communication.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's funny how, people can communicate in different ways.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Definitely.
It's awesome. Hey, check this out. Like on the last show, I thought it was pretty funny. But, you could be having a bad day. You're listening to this, and all of a sudden it makes you laugh. That's good.
Because we're so like, I don't know.
It's out there.
It's different.
It
Yeah.
is different.
It is different.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all I wanted to add.
All right.
Well,
All right. Thank you again.
thank
Yeah,
you for
thank
having
you.
me.
For
It
like
was
the
great.
20th
And for the
time.
burgers.
Oh yeah, you made us burgers. Those were really delicious,
Yeah.
man. I couldn't finish it. I ate that hot dog instead.
The hot dog was good, too.
The hot dog was good. All right. Well, this was Let's Talk About It. Get you guys on the next episode, you guys. See you
Later.
later.
Later.